Hello, I'm Jerry Ford, the beer review guy. Gonna do a comparison video. This is for Blindman B, aka Richey. He's in England, and he wanted to see. This has been a while that he's asked me to do this, and I just haven't been able to put it together. So finally got it together. Thought I had it together the other day, and ended up I had a bottle of the Stella. I had this, but it just doesn't work out right. If you have a bottle and a can, you just gotta have it. I can do it. You just wonder if there's a difference at all, you know. But so finally got this together. This one here was $2.99 for this can. This one here, I got this at our local Quick Trip convenience store. This would have been $4 and something for just this beer, but it was 2 for $8. So I got a Modelo Especial for another comparison video. So it was a little over $8. So okay, so let's do this. I'm somewhat familiar with both of these beers. I just can't, in my mind, think of what the difference is going to be. So this is interesting. They're both lagers. Let's see, the Foster's is it's a 5%, and the Stella is that. I think it's four something. No, it's 5%. So they're both 5%. Okay. I've had this little piece of paper for a long time, waiting to complete it. Good thing I brought out my little wedge. Jerry's Brews. See the little, that's what I used to get under my tabs. It was made for me by Jeff Stoffer, a gentleman that I work with. And all these little tabs are tight, so I would have had problems getting my fingers on underneath those edges. Okay, so one's made in Australia and one's made in Belgium. Although they may not be made there, they're just a product of there. You know, you can see a lot of times that it's made in the US or something like that. There it is. Brewed in the USA under the strict supervision of the brewmasters from Leuven, Belgium, for uncompromising quality. Over 125 years ago, during the summer of 1888, the Foster brothers gave the thirsty people of Melbourne their first taste of true refreshment. Let's see. Brewed and packaged under the supervision of Foster's Brands Ltd. By Oil Can Breweries in Fort Worth, Texas. So they're both brewed under the brewmasters of the countries, is what I'm understanding. All right, let's get this poured. Ease up there, ease up. There you go. There's my trash man. This one was more foamy, and this one was more sudsy, more bubbly. This is more thick foam. This has got a little more bubblage to it. Foster's doesn't pour very well out of the can. It wants to go down the front side of it. The Stella does it a little better because it's got a little bevel here. The Foster's doesn't have much of a, it has a little bit of a bevel, but not as much. Sweet. Sweet. Big sweet, little sweet on the aroma. The ingredients is barley malt, water, yeast, corn syrup, dextrose and maltose, some hops. And corn syrup is used as part of the brewing process only. I don't know if they say anything on this or not. It doesn't give the ingredients on this one. Anyway, you get the hops, you get the sweetness, I guess, which is possibly corn syrup. Even though it's used as just part of the brewing process, you still are going to be able to taste it, I guess. Foster's never uses high fructose corn syrup. Light to medium carbonation. Sweet, you get the barley malts. Very flavorful. This has like a medium body on the Stella. A little lighter body on the Foster's. Carbonation. Out of the can, the body is different. Out of the glass, they're the same, by a medium body. Color, as you can see, they're identical. The head was a little different. Smooth, crisp, clean, refreshing, flavorful. The aftertaste is very, very light. You know, like dark bread bitterness, very light. And Stella. Crisp, clean, refreshing, drinkable, flavorful. There's almost no bready bitterness, you know, dark bread crust bitterness. There's hardly any there. Excuse me. Let's see. On the drink, the sweetness is about the same. I'm not really getting more sweetness above the other. It's so there's similarities and then there's some differences, but these are both beers that I've always respected and appreciated and enjoy. It's just the only thing wrong with this one is that I just can't remember how to pronounce the last part. I never know if it's Artois or Artois. I just can never remember. Sometimes I'll go to Jay Terrio's Louisiana Beer Reviews and I'll listen to him say it so that I can remember how to say it, but then I always forget. So it's like, I'm just not going to say the last part. I'm just going to say the woman's name part, Stella, which was one of my aunts. My mom had 10 sisters, and Stella was one of them. I didn't pour too bad that time. No, no flies allowed. No flies allowed on my cans. How many times I gotta tell you guys? Supposed to have storms tonight. We had a storm not last night, but the night before, and my large tomato plant got blown off the deck, and one of my chairs was off the deck. One of my chairs fell off the deck and hit one of my flowers. A dragon something, I can't remember the name of it. And then busted one of the limbs off of it. And then one of the little flowers that has the little sprouts fell off too, and had to replant them all. It's crazy. Well, there you go. There you go, Richey. Sorry you had to wait so long for your review. Finally made it happen. At least I'm able to find these beers. There's some beers people request I can't even find. They both have that. I don't know if it's because as they warm up a little bit, they kind of get it, but you almost get like a salty kind of mouthfeel to it, just a little dull, salty kind of a aftertaste on them. It could be It could be the hops, kind of like breaking down or something, or I don't know where it comes from, but it always reminds me of, when I have put beer in my salt in my beer, and you get that kind of a taste. That's kind of what I'm getting on these sometimes. I've described some other beers like the same way. Very good though. I'll be drinking on these things all night. See, this is a size is this? It must say it on here somewhere. It's a 24.4 fluid ounce with Foster's, and this is a 24 fluid ounce. But this has got a little bit more. Well, serving facts. Serving size is 12 fluid ounce, 355 millimeter. But up here it says 25.4 fluid ounce, 750 millimeter, 1 pint. I don't know my measurements, so don't expect me to know what that's all talking about. They're close. This is tall and skinny. This is short and fat. That's what I am, short and fat. Short and chubby. Okay, I'm going to end it there. I got some stuff I need to do. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks to Richey, Blindman B. Him and his wife have a little podcast they do once in a while, talking about all kinds of stuff. Pretty interesting. Richey used to dabble in some rapping. He's got a couple videos. So, but never done anything with the career because of the what did you say, Richey? The young rappers are doing things different these days, so his style has kind of gotten a little bit more out of date, kind of a thing. The industry, the music industry and stuff he talks about and stuff, and other things. So check out their podcast. I'll try to remember to put their, if you're interested in that kind of stuff. They don't just talk about rapping, they talk about other stuff. And they are in Britain, so I don't know, might be a little, unless you are from Britain as well, might not be as interested, but excuse me, you can always check it out. Now what did I say? I wish I spoke fly language so that I could tell them that I'm serious about my threats. I think it just called 50,000 mosquitoes to me. I was actually speaking mosquito language. Okay. When I start getting silly, then it's time for me to cut the camera off. Okay. I'm about to go to war. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks to Richey for the suggestion. This was interesting. You know, even though they're a little different, I mean, they're both vloggers, but they're just kind of in a different genre. I don't know how to say it, but so you'd think they're really big difference. They're not that far off. There's some differences, but they're not like that far off. So it's interesting to find that they're so close. Just in my opinion. Always remember that. That's just me. You may find something, if you did it yourself, you may find something way different than what I'm finding. So don't always take my word for it. I've only been drinking beer since I was 16 years old, or younger. I don't remember exactly. My childhood is kind of a blur. Okay. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching. If you really did watch it. People are out there like, what is he accusing us of? What did I do? Sometimes I suspect people aren't watching the whole video and then they just comment on it because the comments don't make any sense. That's just my speculation. Is that the right word? Anyway, it's cool. People are still commenting. That's what matters, right? Okay. See you on the next one. Bye.